Hello, boys and girls. Get out your math workbook. Today we're going to be working on Chapter 10, Lesson 8. We're going to be comparing fractions. For example, number 1, AJ has 3/6 of his homework done. Yuki has finished 4/6 of hers. Who has finished a greater part of their homework? Well, one way to figure this out is to use fraction tiles. So we're going to compare 3/6 that AJ completed to the 4/6 that Yuki completed. Here we have one whole divided into 6 equal groups, and 3/6 of them are shaded. Down here we have 6/6, one whole, but only 4/6 are shaded. The model shows that 4/6 has a greater size than 3/6. So we would write 4/6 is greater than 3/6. Another way is to use a number line. And so on our number line, we're going to represent each fraction on this number line. The number line begins at 0 and goes to 1. And then we have divided it into 6 equal groups. We put a dot at 3/6 to represent AJ's amount, and a dot at 4/6 to represent Yuki's amount. 4/6 is closer to the one whole. You can see here. So 4/6 is greater than 3/6. So Yuki, I'm going to write her name here, finished a greater part of her homework. Thank you for your patience as I try to write with my mouse. All right, so that finishes example 1. Let's move on to example number 2. Camille and Peter are working on a book. Camille read 1/4 of the book, while Peter read 1/3 of the same book. Who read a greater part of the book? Compare 1/4 and 1/3. So I'd like you to notice here, boys and girls, that our denominator is no longer the same. We have to look at how big the pieces are. Here we have fourths. So we have 1/4 shaded. Down here we have thirds, and they have 1/3 shaded. Now if you look, something that's cut into 4 pieces, when the whole is the same size, those pieces are going to be smaller than if we only cut it into 3 pieces. So as we move on here, you can see that Camille's 1/4 is smaller than or less than Peter's 1/3. That black is taking up more of the number line. 1/3 is closer to our one whole. So 1/3 is greater than 1/4, or using the symbol greater than, we can say that same thing again. 1/3 is greater than 1/4. So the name you would put here on the blank is which one? Camille or Peter? Yes, Peter. Peter's 1/3 is a bigger piece of the whole. So right here, please write Peter. And there we go. All right, moving on to the next part, which is the guided practice. We're going to use models. And boys and girls, you can make your own models at home. Some of you have your orange fraction strips that we made in class. You can use those models as well. But here they're drawing the models for you. We are going to compare 1/3 to 2/3. And here we just look at the numerator or the top number because we're cutting the pieces into the same amount. Thirds are equal. So 1/3 and 2/3. Obviously 2/3 takes up more space than 1/3. So 1/3 is less than 2/3. All right, moving on to the next page in your book. We're going to look at some number lines and use a number line to compare. Now, you're looking for that one that is closer to a whole. The one that's closer to a whole is the larger fraction. So if you're looking here, we have fourths, and there's a dot at 1/4. Fourths are larger pieces than sixths. If I have a candy bar and I break it into 4 pieces, the pieces will be bigger than if I break it into 6 pieces. So if you look here, you can also draw yourself a line through this 1/4, and you can see that it's ahead of or closer to 1 than 1/6. So 1/4 is greater or closer to 1 than 1/6. On the next one, we have eighths. Both of these are the same as far as the denominators, so the size of the pieces would be equal. But on this one, we have 7 of the 8 pieces, and on this one, we have 6/8. So 7/8, oops, my line's not very straight there, is closer to the 1 whole, which makes 7/8 greater than 6/8. We can use models to compare also, as well as number lines. On these two problems, they are cutting the 1 whole into different amount of pieces. On the first one, you have fourths and eighths, 2/4 and 4/8. If you look, you can see that 1/4 and 1/8 end in the same place, so they are equal. Some of you may have noticed when you were working with equivalent fractions that you can get from 2/4 to 4/8 by multiplying both by 2. 2 times 2 is 4. 4 times 2 is 8. So those would be equal. On number 5, I have eighths and I have sixths. The top one is 4/8. The bottom strip shows 4/6. They both have 4 pieces, but the one cut into 6 pieces has larger pieces than the one cut into 8 pieces. And if you look, you can clearly see that 4/6 is closer to the whole. So 4/8 is less than 4/6. All right, we'll do a couple more and then we'll let you finish up on your own. Use the number line for exercises 6 through 8. So we're going to use this to help us. It's cut into eighths and they're all labeled. Each piece on the number line. 1 whole would also be the same as 8/8. Circle all the fractions on the number line that are greater than 5/8. So here's 5/8. What's greater? What's closer to 1? 6/8, 7/8, and 1 whole, all bigger than 5/8. Number 7 asks us to draw a box around all the fractions on the number line that are less than 3/8. So we go to 3/8 and then we go back towards 0. 2/8 is less. 1/8 is less. Write the fraction from the number line that's greater than 3/8 but less than 5/8. Greater than 3/8 but less than 5/8. That's right, 4/8. So down here we're going to write that 4/8 is between those two fractions. Hopefully you are finding that each day this just gets a little bit easier. We know it's going to take some practice, but we believe you can do it.